we're different. Right now, I want to think different. I am here to say a few things, but also give information. Number one, it is not true that we do not have plans that we've submitted to the General through email, through physical documentation that has been given through various hands. What I would like to request is to avoid us going back to reinvent. Can we get all the plans that have been submitted to the General for the past 4 years and look through that and see how we can make it better? So that we stop wasting time, doing things that we've already spent time and energy and brain and everything else to do. So the plan is already there with you. We can just work together. Maybe after constituting the team, we just say, okay, fine, can we bring all the paperwork that you have together? Can we think through? We have, wise people like David Pukol here who can help us crack these things and we get it going. My other second information is, it is very painful to know that in the past almost 4 years, the good General has given to the art industry 13 billion shillings. But I can bet you, of the 13 billion shillings, less than 1 million shillings was picked by any of these people here. It is very shameful. And I think because that is money that was given to benefit the entertainment industry in Uganda, we as Ugandans demand a fair share of equity in matters like that. 13 billion, think about it, what it would do to, if we took a share of it. It's a lot that could happen. And the most hurtful thing is, our very own people, I'm sure Okelo knows about it, he saw it, and now Madam Sylvia is saying they sign an affidavit that they are picking this money on behalf of the entire country, and you're telling me that as a director you cannot go after those people? We have a legal person here. You can't go after Eddie Kenzo who picked 5 billion shillings and only sent 15 million shillings to the art industry in northern Uganda. We use the 15 million shillings to rent an office that no one sits in because there is no life in that office. We don't know when that rent expires, what is going to happen thereafter. The 15 million shillings. It's very sad. We have pushed for money to be sent for our circle. It has never happened. 5 billion, we got 15 million. Think about it. The other issue is we have amongst us, okay, and I don't like to pick on people, but there are some people that have gone through more pain in this region than us. We have an artist like BSG Labon who got injured in the time of the LRA war. He's been chasing for compensation. Nobody has paid attention to him. When my brother Bebe Cool was shot 9 times, he got everything from the president, bodyguards, a car, an army. To date, he's benefiting because he was shot at Centenary Park. But he's not as, he's not in the situation of an artist like BSG Labon. We are just asking, but I think we are now demanding for equity. Be fair. We share this country. We do not choose to be born here. Be fair. Finally, I request that much as we are here, we have chosen to come today, but I think most of us have done this out of respect. Which respect sometimes we think it's being abused because we are always called to meetings like this. We're requesting that every time we come to meetings like this, we sacrifice something else that we would have done to earn us a living, to earn us some bread. We are well aware, if the people from the central come down here, you give them transport refund, you pay for their accommodation, you give them some money to go back with. Can we today, for a change of heart, to stop paying lip service, at least give each one of these people 1 million shillings so that you show them it's a different attitude going forward. I thank you very much. Have it in your hand. 1 million shillings for each of these people for the time that they have come for meetings since COVID lockdown. I thank you very much. My name is Paul Mutanga. I am in this industry. I am a retired person. I really want to see the industry go forward. Maybe one thing before I forget. We're talking about one center for the art and entertainment industry. I think it's very possible. I travel in a city in Germany called Mannheim. There's a building which is called Music Plus. In that building, you can walk in as Paul Mutanga and come out as an artist. There are writers there, there are producers, there are recording studios. There are people that will advise you how to explore your life when you get out of it as an industry. These are some of the things that we're asking for. It is not too much for you to have that. We're talking about Gary Skinner. Watoto Church right now has ordered for a truck that has got every music equipment in it for $250,000, $250,000. Are you telling me that this government cannot donate such an equipment to northern Uganda so that we can have our own thing? The reason when we say we don't like to beg, we only want you to give us the means to carry on with our life, because we know we cannot beg forever. Please think about us differently. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul Mutanga. Yes, Odong Romeo. Our chief guest, remember that later in the program, after the discussions, we shall be coming with way forward. We shall also form a task force who will be working on a document. If the document gets ready, then we shall coordinate with Madam Director, so that she can actually go ahead and plan for our meeting with General. You're welcome, Odong Romeo.
Thank you, MC. A legend who has done his job for a long time and raised us. And now we are men and women of the industry. All protocols observed. I personally also had a change of heart looking at how the table, or the high table, has been elevated right now. We were getting tired of small meetings. We have had series of small meetings that has only divided the art industry in northern Uganda. And it has been used as a propaganda or a tool for days to be bought. But we are happy that hopefully new things will happen. Madam, guests of honor, we are very grateful you came. And I'm glad you know me. We have had exchanges, we have had documents. And the last one I wrote to you, to my dismay, you remember what happened to it, where I met my document that I sent to you as an email. Then I realized the fight for northern Uganda is not going to amount to anything. So I am today blessed to have this moment. General, thank you. Allow me also clear the air. Madam came here with a little misconception that northern artist declared to someone that we don't know that we don't beg. That is absolutely not true. If there is a region that is so crippled by events after events after events that are non-pleasant, it is the northern regional industry that has suffered the most in the entire Uganda. And that has been documented. And you came here and also acknowledged that we have been declared the poorest region. So we need special care and special attention. We cannot be taken like the other regions in Uganda. And that I submit. Why am I saying this? As much as, yes, there are government programs and projects that needs to come forward, we need our milk for special attention. And that is a grant, something we don't give back, just to lift us from the hole, to be noticed. Because the reason we are not noticed, because we have nothing. We don't drive. Look at the artists, how many artists are here? And all these cars that you see here belongs to the high table. And some very few individuals. But when the Bobby Wines and the Baby Cools and whoever comes, there's a way they appear. So that tells you already that we are in a deep pit that needs special attention and hooks to first be noticed. Allow us be noticed. We have documented all these needs in papers and we put them forward through different hands, but nothing has been done. And me coming today, I had a fixed mind, General. Sorry to disappoint you. But I had this in my mind. I think I told these people this is a political move right now because next year campaign starts. So Northern Uganda is the only region that is keeping this government in power. So now is the time somebody is realizing they are useful. We are saying thank you for noticing that we are the ones who kept this government in power. We look like the first wife who has already been brought, everything, the courtship has been passed, everything has been done. No one wants to buy us flowers anymore. Now the other regions that did not vote are the ones they are wooing to bring us the second wife. They are being treated as queens and kings, and that hurts us as a region. This is very true because you know it. You are sitting here peacefully knowing we are the ones who voted this government back in power. But we have had nothing to show for it. My song was personally used by the president of Uganda, and generally you personally took me somewhere. But nothing has materialized out of that. The only thing we were given was, you go and research on the emiogas and all these other things. That cannot change our lives, but somebody will come from nowhere and takes every fruit that we deserve. We need our fair share of the economy. We have gone through a lot. Two, I don't know whether this government right now does not just have money or intentionally want to impoverish us or put us down for a reason that we don't know. Why? The meeting, they called it the Gulu meeting. They came and met General here. We had a restructuring meeting for the creative and performing arts industry. And the implementation was supposed to start inclusive of all the regions in Uganda. But due to the smartness of very few individuals who have their own intentions of infringing our own capabilities, decided to appoint few people and put above us without even equal opportunity of representation. The only post that they will give to any other region apart from the central is a regional coordinator, regional representative, either of the Umas or the Kelso fraction. That does not represent our need. No one will come from the north and be made the treasurer. No one will come from the north to be made president or vice chairman or whatever. These are critical decision-making positions that we have the mental capacity to run and drive the nation forward. We cannot be dictated upon every time. You'll hear an artist who doesn't even have an association, who has never worked with any other person, is now your president, is now your head. He has no idea how to work with people. But he has billions and billions and hotels assigned to them. For us here, we have to tear our bones, tear our clothes, looking for that post of regional representation that you only wait to be told what to do from your region for your people who know what they want. General, this is not right. Madam, this is not right. It's not sustainable. No one knows my need better than I do. No one knows the need of Northern Uganda better than Northern Uganda. Let's stop pretending. If we are here that this meeting will change circumstances, then let's be open. You people also have to have an open mind. And it is until when I see myself and my comrades here in this region, before Operation Wealth Creation, or before the president, I still have this in my mind that this is still another pretense for accountability of something that's already been done. If we are taking an accountability, just tell them we are not happy with the accountability. But if it is to help us, tell them we are ready to work with them and we have the mental capacity to drive this nation forward.
More fire!
Divide and rule has been a technique that has been used here.
Yeah.
Right now, you see the councils and the rest, and for us, we are supposed to join and fight for something we don't even know. When the signing and the removing of the money from the accounts and the checks are being exchanged, we know nothing about. And we don't even have a person who stays there, who sees what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm sure nobody from the east is there to do the same.
Yeah.
Madam, you're from Eastern region. I don't know if you can tell me of an artist who is up there, unless he's underground that we don't know, who has been put. So if Uganda needs this industry to be transformed, then we need to involve the stakeholders. We are the stakeholders in the industry. And we should allow room for democracy, that we should push our own people with our own agenda that goes to the highest table, so that by the time that we don't only receive crumbs, but things that represent our needs. We don't need those posts, but we need representation. Madam, you are here. We believe that you said, because many people have said we were going to go before General. And yes, sometimes, let me tell you, we don't even need the General if there's a system that is working. Because now, if you can meet the need of our people here, why should we? Everything has been personalized, and yet maybe they work under emotions, or there are some things. The propaganda of telling you that we don't need help, and yet this is General. You will be bear me witness. You are the person who saved us from Odong. I was being dragged together with Solo and which other team was there? Team members who went with me. We were pushed from the gate, but 28 members from the central were allowed to enter to see General. And you told me, I don't want to talk with actually, yes, you're a general, but I have to say the truth. You said that they said they already actually represented in there, so they will represent our needs. But up to date, there is nothing tangible that has come. We have said, allow us come in. We also have this in black and white. We have shown you our paper. Some of our documents are the documents you now carry around. Operation Wealth Creation carries around and brag that they want to do things for the credit card. But this was our mental work that we did from here. But we are being pushed so that nobody notices it came from the north. All these plans were not there in the National Theatre. UNC didn't have anything. UNCF didn't have, UNCC didn't have anything. UNCF had their own things that they were doing. But the plans for Northern Uganda was adopted by this same Operation Wealth Creation. And even our Emioga report that we did in the Greater North, 33 districts, including 3 cities, within 2 weeks, was the same report that we saw was being given on TV. It was our mind. So sometimes it's brain drain. You just want us for our brain. That we are deciding to even hold back what we think can help us until when we start to see substances. And that substance is we need money. Let's stop pretending. First, give us the kind of money. Let's also see the billions. Allow us also there. So there was another propaganda that was being used. The Northerners are not united. Now, if we, because of failures, everybody decided to form their own association. We didn't have this many associations. But these are tools. They'll pitch another association against another association. Another personality. They make it look like we are fighting each other. When the money is not with us, why should we fight each other? The money is with you. Release and let us kill ourselves if there's a propaganda like that. So we need this opportunity before the general, whether it's the president, the fountain of honor. We want Northern Uganda to become visible again. We need substance. We don't need lip services. You are all politicians and technocrats in your different spheres. You are effective in your areas. We are effective in music, and the other creative arts areas. Give us our own shares. Let us kill ourselves. Then you come and you should have done like this. Correct us later. Allow us also now learn to hold big money. Allow us to hold big money. So hungry people are angry people.
Yeah.
We have been starved for too long. Now politics is around the door, and we have been used. I want to re-echo this. We made, during COVID, during the scientific campaign, we raised over 90 million shillings as artists. We did a song, an audio, our composition. We did a video. That video was even watched by General Salim Saleh. He said he was going to get back to us. I felt it was like, let them go, let them just leave me in peace. Unless somebody received our money and kept quiet, or unless somebody represented a different northern artist. To an extent, the artists think their leadership went to General Salim Saleh and collected money on their behalf, and they vanished. If Salim Saleh is here, or if even now that is what he has represented, let him create a statement when he released any money for Northern Region. Because artists are killing themselves over nothing.
Yeah.
You find this one, maybe they're just guessing, maybe because now you see the Northerners, you come back, the central artists have gone with money.
Yeah.
You're like, how about our own?
Yeah.
No money, I can attest to that, and General knows he has never released money for Northerners. We need our own fair share of the cake.
True that. And the 1 million also.
And now for today, I am a farmer. Not many of the artists are farmers. I might want like 1.5 or 1.8, but the rest of the artists want 1 million. At least just to go, because you are here. You are the Operation Wealth Creation. Create wealth here. Let us go knowing there is something for us. We are very grateful. We will continue to talk. God bless you.